Well, the Product Innovation of the Year award winner hails from Lafayette. Tactile Engineering in Lafayette. The CEO of the company is Dave Schleppenbach. Dave, congratulations and welcome.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here.
You're a fascinating story, and I remember having you on the show some years ago with kind of the beginnings of this company, where you had GH Braille, a company that really assisted students who were blind or visually impaired. You had paper products back then. Talk about how the company, how this idea really started.
Well, this all started back at Purdue University. I was teaching two students chemistry, both of whom were blind. And believe it or not, they both went on to get successful bachelor's degrees from Indiana universities and then go on to get PhDs in chemistry, an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah. You formed a company, again, that began with paper products. Now this Cadence tablet is taking that technology for the blind and visually impaired to the next level. Talk about what it's all about.
Well, that's exactly right. This is similar to an iPhone or an iPad. It has an array of pixels on the surface that move up and down. So similar to how you look at an image, you feel the image with your fingers. This can do graphics, it can do Braille, it can do raised print text, anything that the user needs.
How intricate and involved is this device?
It's pretty crazy. There are 3,500 pieces in this device, and we have to manufacture it in a high-tech robotics assembly factory using robots and lasers. Some of the scale that we work on is much smaller than that of a human hair for the parts that we're involved with.
Wow. And there was a lot of questions of how you were going to manufacture that in the first place, so you had to get creative there as well.
We had to invent the technology, we had to invent the machines to make the parts, then we had to invent the procedures to run those machines. But we've been very fortunate to be able to do our entire supply chain here in the state of Indiana, which I'm very proud of.
Talk about your customers. Who do you sell to?
Well, obviously the end user is someone with a visual impairment, which is roughly 3% of the population. But our goal is to work with governments, NGOs, and nonprofits to help subsidize that. So for the user, there's no cost. And this eliminates that barrier to learning.
Talk about, there's the financial component, you're a business, but the human component, because the impact this device has had and will have is substantial.
There's a reason I think that people go into social entrepreneurism. And when you sat across the table from a parent and watched them cry, seeing their child do something for the first time that they've never done before, there's no price tag you can put on that.
Yeah. David, I should mention, you're a two-time winner at this year's awards, taking home the Rising Entrepreneur Award as well. As we mentioned earlier in the interview, GH Braille, Tactile Engineering, you've got a history of starting companies, of innovating. Where did you get that entrepreneurship passion, if you will?
Well, you know, it's funny. When I was a child, I always thought I would be a scientist or some sort of engineer. And when I was at Purdue University studying science, Dr. Jiske, who was president at the time, encouraged me to pursue entrepreneurship. I'd never considered doing that, and here we are almost 30 years later.
Wow. And you are a social entrepreneur.
That's right. I have always worked on projects that help people, whether that's in medical technology, information technology, or my current field, assistive technology for people with disabilities.
David Schleppenbach is the CEO of Tactile Engineering, the two-time winner at this year's Mira Awards, Rising Entrepreneur in Product Innovation as well. David, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right.